I have to admit, I was surprised that the passage from Isaiah, which we read today, made a reference to the oaks of righteousness. This is a passage that I'm very familiar with because it is Jesus' own description of his ministry. The verses from Isaiah chapter 61 are the verses that are quoted in Luke 4. Right after Jesus came out of the wilderness, where he had been wandering for 40 days, right after the voice cried out, "In the wilderness, prepare a way." In the wilderness for 40 days, Jesus was with the wild animals and the angels who tended to him. That was last week's lesson. This week, he leaves the wilderness, he returns to Galilee, goes to the temple of Nazareth, and proclaims his ministry by quoting Isaiah 61. "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I have been anointed to proclaim good news for the poor, freedom to the prisoners, recovery of sight for those who are blind. I've come to set the oppressed free." Too bad the authors of Luke left off the part about the trees, because Isaiah 61 clearly says that those who engage in that type of activity, justice bringing activity, table turning activity, those are the people who will be called oaks of righteousness, plantings of our Most High God. Back in the day, trees represented that liminal space. The ancient folk thought of trees of righteousness, plantings of God, as connections between earth and heaven. This was the understanding of the Celtic folk, and it was the understanding of the Hebrew folk as well. So today we're going to spend some time exploring those spaces in between earth and heaven, pre-Christian and post-Christian, Celtic and Christian, spaces of the not quite yet, the space in between goddesses and saints, which is one of the things I was wondering about this week.